What's up, everybody? Cloud9 Man here, coming to you from the Man Cave. The year is 2032, and I've always wanted to own the Dallas Cowboys. So guess what? I bought the franchise, and now I'm taking over. It's 2032, so all the players have changed. So you may not see the superstars you're expecting. The team hasn't been doing that good, so we're going to try to turn it around. So I'm going to draft some free agents and pick them out myself. So welcome into the new franchise season, the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. And now let me introduce the new free agents. The first one I picked up was, of course, Cloud9. Right now he's number 14. We're going to try to get that to number 9 as soon as it comes available. The next free agent we picked up was Bulldog Hodge, number 23, playing halfback from Kansas State. He is a rookie, 400 pounds and 6'5". The next free agent we picked up was Mark Broyles, number 2, wide receiver. Played for Minnesota. He is a rookie, 204 pounds. The next free agent we picked up was Leon Terry, number 18, wide receiver. Played at Pittsburgh. He is a rookie, and he's 224 pounds, 6'3". So let's get into the highlights of the preseason. The first game, we faced Cleveland in preseason.
But guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they script.
Our starters only played the first quarter, but it was a disaster. I cannot say that they looked good, but I still have confidence, even though it wasn't a great outcome on the first quarter.
Makes a pick, and the Browns will take over possession here.
So the backup quarterback comes in, and it's really a disaster, and it only gets worse as the game goes on.
Throwing to start the drive.
So right off the bat, I see that our backup quarterback is really not going to be that good. And he throws a lot of wild passes, and he does not complete them. So we don't have a great backup quarterback. That's just facts. Yeah, we lost 41-7. Preseason game 2, we faced the Colts.
Look to throw.
And we did not get off to a great start. We did play our starters, but they did not do what was expected to be done. And as I hate to tell you, this game did not go well either. A lot of mistakes were made. Some can blame it on nerves, because when you're a rookie and everybody's looking at you, it's hard to keep composure. There was a few good plays, but not very many. And it just didn't go well all the way around. So we lost again, 24-0. We didn't even get a score in. So we move on to Game 3 preseason highlights. We played Pittsburgh. And after a good chewing out to the coaches and the players and a big talk, we started doing a little bit better. And we let our players play a little longer this time, so we got to see more action. And I think that there's hope here. I see good plays, I've seen the bad plays. But the quarterback, he's really nervous. So we're going to give him just a little bit. The Bulldog seems to be doing a great job. You just got to give him the ball. You got to feed him the ball. And like I said, I've seen the bad plays. I know what our mistakes is, and we will have to correct those if we're going to be a winning organization. It could be that it takes this team a little while to get warmed up, which is okay, but you can't let the other team get too far ahead before you get warmed up. So, I've seen some really good inspirational plays out there, and then I've seen some that wasn't so inspirational. But you got to take the good with the bad and wait for the outcome of the game and see who wins. And if you can come out with the W, it doesn't matter about the bad plays. You got to put the bad plays behind you and look at the wins and losses. There's our first win. Now I'm going to let you watch week 1, and I'll be back.
They'll set up a throw. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have from all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a cure. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there. Go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points Giants 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Hands it off out of the gun. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now the pressure comes. He goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it?
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Dolphins trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the count. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out to his left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in...
Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I don't like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Commanders, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.